Hello students, let us begin with the next part of the chapter, and here we are going to understand Renaissance period in Europe. The European Renaissance began in the 14th century C and reached its zenith in the 15th century C. These three centuries proved to be foundational stage of cultural based on rationalism and science. This period gave a new direction to human intellect, genius and way of life. People got more interested in unfold the mysteries of universe by adopting scientific approach. Many people began to write poetry, drama and fiction, a field that led remain untouched so far. Novel experiments were conducted in the field of science. In pre-Renaissance period, the thought about the existence of the universe revolved around the concept of God. But now human form the center of this thought. This way of thinking is called humanism. चेंजेस क्या हुआ था? पहले गॉड सबसे ऊंचा समझा जाता था, अभी कौन ऊंचा समझा जाता है? ह्यूमैनिज्म, मानवतावाद. इनके आधार पर मानवतावाद क्या है? वी हैव टू नो हियर. ह्यूमैनिस्ट एजुकेशन मीन्स पोएट्री, ग्रामर, हिस्ट्री, मोरल, फिलोसॉफी एंड अदर्स. The movement to recover, interpret, and assimilate language, literature, learning, and the values of ancient Greece and Rome. This literature was thought to provide moral instruction and the invention understanding of human behavior. Above all, humanists push for the genius of man, the unique and extraordinary ability of the human mind. Humanists believe that it is important to transcend to the afterlife with a perfect mind and body, which could be attained with education. Come to the next point, that is the important that the inventor, scientist, Nicholas Copernicus. In 1543, see, Nicholas Copernicus told the world that the center of our planetary system is the sun and not the earth. He Polish astronomer who proposed that the planet have the sun as the fixed point to which their motions are to be refer. That earth is planet which beside orbiting the sun annually also turns once daily on its axis, and that very slow long term changes in the direction of this axis. This representation of the heavens is usually called the heliocentric or sun-centerized system. Copernicus' theory had important consequences for later thinkers of the scientific revolution, including such major figures as Galileo, Kepler, and Newton. Copernicus probably hit upon his main ideas sometimes between 1508 and 1514, and during those years he wrote a manuscript usually called the Little Commentary. However, the book that contained the final version of his theory. Come to that the next scientist, that is the Galileo. In 1609, Galileo prepared a more sophisticated telescope which enabled further research in the field of astronomy. The theories propounded by Copernicus and Kepler could be supported by the empirical observation made possible by Galileo's telescope. These facilitated research in the field of physical science. This is the Kepler is the best known for his law of planetary motion. Kepler realized that the planet travel in stretched out circle known as ellipses. The sun didn't sit exactly at the center of their orbit, but instead lay off to the side. Some planets, such as Earth, had an orbit that was very close to a circle. But the orbit of Mars was one of the most eccentric or widely stretched. The fact that planets travel an elliptical path is known as the Kepler's first law. Next one, the invention of gunpowder and printing brought about fundamental changes in the technique of warfare and dissemination of knowledge. The first printing press in Germany was started in 1440 by Johannes Gutenberg. So he was widely known as the father of printing press. He was from German. He was goldsmith. He printed Bible first time in his printing press. He made nails, papers and colors here. So he was the popular in the world famous city that is known as the main city. The first printing press in Italy started in 1451. The invention of printing has been an outstanding gift of the Renaissance period. New avenues open to extend varied information and knowledge to common people. A number of modern universities came into existence in Europe in the 18th century. These are the important changes in this period. Then come to that the Roman Church. What is that the Roman Church? In the pre-Renaissance period, the Roman Church not only controlled the religious life of people but also controlled the individual life of people. It exploited common people by issuing mandated for payments of fees. It also put restrictions on free thinking and its circulation. Anyone who dared to interpret Bible differently from the conventional interpretation propagated by the Catholic Church was sentenced to death. The humanist philosophy of Renaissance was instrumental in making a ground for resistance against the overpowering Catholic Church. Then come to the next point, that is modern science. Scientists began their search for reality by strictly using the scientific method which emphasizes on empirical experience. This approach led to the onset of modern age of science. Learning mathematics, science and arts gained importance during Renaissance. For example, the work of Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was a Renaissance artist and engineer known for printing like The Last Supper and Mona Lisa and for invention like a flying machine. Leonardo da Vinci was a Renaissance painter, sculptor, artist, inventor, military engineer and draftsman. A true Renaissance man gifted with a curious mind and brilliant intellect. Da Vinci studied the laws of science and nature, which greatly informed his work. His drawing, painting and other works have influenced countless artists and engineers over the century. This is the picture of Mona Lisa. This is the world famous picture made by Da Vinci. and these pictures now kept in that the Paris Museum. Come to that the next one, the Da Vinci's that the second painting. Leonardo tried to draw the perfectly proportional man. Come to that the next point, that is the arts. The scientific approach influenced the field of arts as well. In this period, alchemy began to separate from its mystical roots and later transfer into the scientific discipline of chemistry. The advancement of chemistry expanded the knowledge of the source of metal and elements. A significant changes was introduced in the field of painting. Oil paints and boards painted by usually oil paints were made. The scientific methods of observation of nature made it possible to paint the natural scenes. With the same method, detailed diagram of human body and its internal organ could be drawn. The work of Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo is quite significant in this period. This is the important painting made by Johannes Vermeer, the woman holding a balance here. This is the famous oil painting. This is the famous arts in world. Thank you.